Hello. Welcome to the chat. Discussions with DT Parker. I be forgetting that I be going straight into it. What up, mama? A little bit late today, but it is okay. Welcome to Discussions with DT Parker. What up, Twitch? What up, YouTube? Hey, babe. YouTube, make sure, what up, Shank Dog? Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow YouTube. And of course, my IG family, what it do? Today's topic is there a such thing as respectfully cheating in a relationship? Is there a such thing as respectfully cheating in a relationship? Is there a such thing as respectfully cheating in a relationship? My earrings keeps going off. And the reason why we're talking about this today is because the game did something with the Shade Room. Big shout out to the Shade Room. Where I guess he breaks it down. Respectfully cheating. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to get on to Twitch. And then I'll let you hear what the game had to say. So I apologize. Bear with me. Bear with me, y'all. And my ear keeps falling out. How convenient. I had somebody yesterday, I did that little boo challenge, asked me, did I have an earring missing? I was like, what kind of question is that? But anyway, so hold on one second. I apologize. Cheating. Is respectfully cheating, hey, AIM, is that a thing? Respectfully cheating, is that a thing? What up, baby bro? Y'all, come on in. Y'all are just in time. So today we are talking about, is respectfully cheating a thing in a relationship? Twitch is now aboard, so let's go ahead and hear what the game had to say about respectfully cheating, and then let's see if y'all agree or not.
Respectful cheaters. Dead.
Is there respectful cheating?
There is respectful cheating.
What is respectful cheating?
Respectful cheating is never embarrassing your woman in public.
Okay,
Or
so never
letting her
embarrassing your
find
woman.
out. Now, she doesn't
Never letting
find
her find out.
and you've never embarrassed her, or nobody could ever bring anything to her that would make you suspect. Is it cheating?
Yes.
How? You don't know.
You know. You as
Just
the
me.
Yeah, you know, and you're okay with that. That's a problem.
To you.
It's not a problem to you?
Obviously not.
Oh, my
I'm
Lord
sure.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, respectfully cheating. Y'all agree with the game or not? What up, the real Mike B? Respectfully cheating, is that a thing? The game says as long as, what did he say? Let me run this video back and jot this down so we have talking points.
The disrespectful cheaters. Dead.
Is there respectful cheating?
There is respectful cheating.
He said there is respectful cheating.
What is respectful cheating?
Respectful cheating is never embarrassing your woman in public.
Never embarrassing the
or
person
never
in
letting her
public.
find out.
And
Now,
never letting them find out.
And you never.
All right, so never embarrassing them and never letting them find out. I guess that's considered respectful cheating. Mama said no such thing. It's just an excuse to cheat. What up, Tasha? No such thing. Today we're talking about respectfully cheating. Is that a thing? The game says it's all good as long as he doesn't embarrass the woman or his woman doesn't find out. And the interviewer was like, well, you would know. And he's like, well, you don't know. So what up, Rashad? Child, the things that these folks come up with. Notice he said your woman. So I'm going to run this audio back. Respectfully cheating. Is that a thing in 2025? Now going into what? We're about to be into 2026. Cheating is cheating. All right, so let me run it back. And this is his breakdown of what he classifies as respectful cheating.
Dead.
Is there respectful cheating?
There is respectful cheating.
What is respectful cheating?
Respectful cheating is never embarrassing your woman in public or never letting her find out. Now, if she doesn't find out and you've never embarrassed her or nobody could ever bring anything to her that would make you suspect, is it cheating?
Yes.
How? You don't know.
You know. You as
Just
the
me.
Yeah, you know, and you're okay with that. That's a problem.
What up, Kimmy, right?
It's not a problem to you.
He said it's a
Obviously not.
problem to you. We're talking about respectfully cheating. Is that a thing? Can you respectfully cheat on somebody? Mama said, does that go both ways? That would be a good question for him. Babe said cheating is cheating. Baby Barack said common sense. Cheating is cheating. Nothing respectable about it. It's only when ninjas get money they forget common sense rules. Tired of these new views of wealth. Child, that's how they want to live. They might as well just, if you're going to cheat, just live your life like Neo and have you about 5 or 6 girlfriends. I'm just saying. And so everybody know. Tasha said, I cannot. Tasha, girl, what happened? Mama said, cheating always is found out. Tasha said, some things should not be said, should never be said. But yet here we are, and he said he's doing it. Respectfully cheating. I know he was with his first baby mama for a long time. And I think he said he cheated on her like for 15 years. That's a long time to be cheating on somebody. But, I mean, these people do have money. So, and the game, he ain't ugly. I'm pretty sure he got women throwing, at him left and right. So, I don't know. Respectfully cheating. Is that a thing? Respectfully cheating. Is that a thing? Can you respectfully cheat on somebody? The game says you can. As long as that person doesn't find out, and as long as that person is not embarrassed, then it's respectfully cheating. Yeah. I mean, this is the game we are talking about too. Didn't he get hit with, and I ain't trying to bring up the past, but didn't he get hit with a sexual assault? Okay, allegedly. No, not allegedly, because I think he had to pay like $10 million to this lady that he sexually assaulted on one of his little reality shows. And I don't even think she still collected that money. Babe said, if you don't want it done to you, then that's the answer. Facts. Rashad said, there has been a concept floating around for decades. Old heads would say, make sure home is taken care of. They would say, it's a lot of faithful men that ain't handling home. There's a lot of faithful men that ain't handling home. Babe said self-secure, said LOL. Mama said no and no and no and no. Rashad said, so which would you rather have, a bad faithful man or a good cheating dude that you don't know about? Rashad with the question today. Let's pose it. What do we think? Twitch, what do we think? YouTube. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow for my YouTube folks. And, of course, IG. Rashad posed a question. Would you a bad, faithful man or a good cheating dude? And I'm assuming, because we always sit here and we be like, well, let's define good. I'm defining good as he's holding down the household and he's paying all the bills. Is that what we're defining a good man to be? I'm just asking. What up, Easy Boy? Is there a such thing as respectfully cheating on somebody? Is there a such thing as respectfully cheating on somebody? Mama said neither one to your question, Rashad. She doesn't want a bad guy, a bad faithful man. She doesn't want a bad faithful man or a good cheating dude. And what makes this bad faithful man bad? Is he abusive? Like, what makes him bad? I'm just curious. Rashad. I got questions. I'm sorry. I got questions. But what makes him bad, though? And he's faithful, as opposed to a good cheating. I don't even know how can you put 2 and 2 into the same sentence? Because in 1985, I don't think you could be a good dude and you're cheating on your significant other. That's just or a good person. I'll say that. I won't even put men. I don't think you could be a good person and, you're cheating on your significant other. But that's just me. I don't know. What up, got you, Open ENT? Respectfully cheating. Is that a thing? Respectfully cheating? The game believes so. I'll play the clip back in a second. For my new folks, welcome to Discussions with DD Parker. And Rashad said, Mama, he's asking you to pick one. He said you don't get it. You one or the other. You either want the bad faithful man or you want the good cheating dude. Which that's so contradicting to me, because how could he be good but a cheater? Anyway, Tasha said, I'll be single respectfully. There, you got another answer, Rashad. She said, I'll be single respectfully. Babe said, Subsecure said, many fish in the sea. Rashad said, if bills are not paid, if you are not happy, if he's not keeping peace within the home, that's bad. But he's not cheating. But he's just not paying bills. I'm unhappy. And he ain't keeping the peace. But he ain't cheating. Mama said, Tasha, right, period. And Babe said to you, Baby Rock, boyfriend said to you, amen. Tasha said, he could be faithful, lazy, and iffy in bed, LOL, not helping. What up, got you, OPDNT? Mama said, how is a cheating dude? That's what I was asking, Mama, because that seems like a complete contradictory of, like, how can a dude be I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Rashad. He don't pay bills. Hey, Joey Cakes, respectfully cheating, is that a thing? And then I'm going to play this clip with the game. I got what you're saying, Rashad. I mean, he pays the bills, but you ain't getting no peace. And I'm not happy, but he's paying all the bills, but I'm not happy. And he's not keeping the peace, but he's at home and he's faithful, as opposed to a dude who... But what makes this dude a good... To me... a person that doesn't, because a person pays all the bills and they're holding down the house, that doesn't mean that they're a good person, if that makes sense. I don't know. Oh my God, here you go, 1985. Mama said, how is cheating dude good? That's what I guess I'm trying to figure that out too, Mama, because how could he be a good dude and he's cheating? I guess he's good because he's paying all the bills and he's holding down the household. Babe said, I'm lost. 1985 said, side chicks have saved marriages. Have they? Because you better look at your man from Michigan. Did it? Well, maybe not, because I did see a picture of him the other day. Child, did it? Did it? Because this man now has lost out on $6 million messing with his side piece. So you tell me how a side piece has saved his life. He was ready to unalive her for ruining his life. Okay, I'll wait. Rashad said, yep, you got it, Dee. Got you, open EAT, because everything at home is taken care of and my lady happy, but I got a side joint and all is good. How am I not a good dude? Because you're cheating. Just because you... I guess that's how you men equate this, right? Because I'm still trying to figure this part out. Is that what you equate to being a good man? I pay the bills. I hold down the house. I do with the kids. I do this. I take her on vacations. I buy her what her want. But yeah, now and again I step out. You still believe that you're a good dude? I'm just asking. Rashad said to you, Mama, if you don't know he is cheating and you are happy at home, that's what I mean by good but cheating. Now you threw another scenario out there, Rashad, because if she doesn't know he's cheating, then, oh God, if he doesn't know, I get what you're saying, Rashad. You don't know. You have no idea. You just know he's holding down the household and everything is happy. But yeah, every now and again he step out. I still don't think he's a good dude. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't. Mama said to you, 1985 BS. Rashad, Mama said, can a cheating man be good to you? Can a cheating man be good? Mama, I think you meant a cheating woman. I think that's what she meant to say. What up, Rashad? I cannot see you.
All right. Kick me out.
Hold on. Let you back out. I'll let you back in. Okay. Hold on. What is going on today? Okay, there we go. What in the world is going on with Carmen Sandiego? Hold on, y'all. Because y'all are live in my comments. For my new folks, welcome to Discussions with Dee Parker. We're talking about respectfully cheating today. Respectfully cheating. And I want to go back up to what Rashad said. I did invite Rashad back, so hopefully he'll get the invite to come back on here. I did invite you back, Rashad, so... Oh, there you go. Accept. Here we go. Hold on, Mama, because you had said something to Rashad. Can a cheating man be good to you? I think you met a cheating woman. 1985 said, he's a good dude because he is keeping his family together. But once that woman find out, then you ain't gonna be keeping nothing together. That's the whole part I'm confused with. You okay. Okay. Tasha said, if a man scores 100 in every category, fun, love, bedroom, responsibility, just being perfect in every category, but you find out he is this man to 3 different women, what will you do, ladies? Good question, Tasha. So we got another question out there. Rashad, I'm trying to bring you back in, but so I'll invite you again. Good question, Tasha. So I'm going to pose the question again. If a man scores 100, there you go. Welcome. Hold on, Rashad. Before you get to Mama, I want to read some of these comments. We have a lot of them. Oh my God. Tasha said, if a man scores 100 in every category, fun, love, bedroom, responsible, just perfect in every category, but you find out he is the man to 3 different women, what are you doing, ladies? You leaving? You leaving? That's a good question, Tasha. I think that's what you were trying to say, Rashad, right? Basically.
Yeah, so here's the thing. First of all, y'all getting way too emotional in these comments. I never said this is what I believe. I'm just talking about the concept. There is a concept out there that says as long as you are taking care of home, if you, it's just like you say, respectfully cheating. They say if you are doing what you need to do and you are keeping it in a position to where that it never comes to light, then you should not really be having any issues. Does that make a man good or bad? You know, I wasn't answering that. Cheating is cheating. There's the definition of cheating is the definition of cheating. I didn't say it ain't cheating if you don't get caught. I never said that. The only thing that I was saying is to your mom. You're talking about if a man is cheating, no matter how good he is to you, he can't be good. Fair enough. So then my question is, what about a good man that's at home with you that is not being able to pay the bills? He's not being able to help you find your peace. He's not helping with the kids. He's not helping with the dishes and all that other stuff, but he's not cheating. My point was, which situation would you prefer? And you can't say neither. That's not an answer. Pick
Ooh,
one.
that's rough.
Pick
Ooh.
one. It can't be rough because what you're saying is no, you're cheating. I don't want it. Okay, then say I'll take the other guy. Say I'll
But
take the dude that's not cheating, that ain't doing nothing.
he's cheating and I know nothing about it,
You
or
don't.
he's cheating and I know.
No, you don't know about it. That's the point. That's the respectfully cheating. That's what you're talking about. The respectfully cheating is that you don't find out. And
I need
all of the.
I need some time to marinate. I gotta think because I mean that's a good one, Rashad. Frog's Leg on Twitch said I need a Henny and a Plan B. You know what? Got you, Open ENT said, but in home you're not happy. We beefing all the time, and that's a good dude. I didn't say he was a good dude. Babe said to you, Tasha, what the hell? Rashad, I'm just gonna read your comment even though you're on here. He said, yes, he can be good to you. If you don't know he cheating, you will be happy. Joey Cake says, is it cheating if your spouse knows? Joey, what? You know what? I'm not today with you. Got you said, but my wife wants for nothing and she gets her time. Mama said Rashad, but he obviously not happy at home. 1985 said there are women that after marriage completely shut down emotionally and sexually. So the side chick makes it possible for him to stay for the kids. That's a lie. You better ask that Michigan man what he is going through. Go ahead.
Your mama just answered my question.
Oh, she did. Hold on.
Don't skip to her. She
I
just
don't
answered it.
even know if I'm gonna be able to get to all these comments. Go ahead. What did she say? You
She
can read.
said, where is she? Okay. She says she's going to take the cheating man, of course, until she finds out. So the point that she's saying is that she's perfectly fine with it if she never finds out about it. That was the point that I was making. If you never find out about it, what do you really nobody's going to say, I'll take the cheating man if I know about it. But which scenario would you rather be in? Would you rather be in a relationship with a faithful man that's not taking care of home? Or would you rather be in a relationship with a man that has infidelity that you don't know about, but you are happy?
Mm,
That's the question.
mm. Oh my goodness,
I
Rashad.
know everyone's answer. No one just wants to see this.
Babe said, so why get married, y'all? What the F if y'all feel like this? Got you open ENT say, so let's flip it. What if it's the woman? Okay. 19, I'm sorry. Clean, you must be trying to get on here. Yeah, how did I know? 1985, Mama said, y'all are delusional. A woman will always find out. And Babe said, LOL, you can take care about a girl and do all that single if that's the case. Got you opening. He said, is she not a good woman? If she's not a good woman, I don't care if she is holding down the household. I just feel like if you're cheating, you're just, how do you put two and two in the same category? But hold
So
on,
what's your answer, B?
hold on. Let me finish reading, then I'll give my answer. Baby Brock said, everyone knows it's foul on every level. You ain't trying to hear the excuses or reasons when it happens. Stop fronting like it's something you can live with. Hey, Maurice. Tasha said, I was happily married with a cheater for over a decade, and I honestly probably wouldn't have divorced him if he was cheating with a woman instead of a man. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Yikes.
What's the difference, Tasha? I'm saying, what's the difference? Now I'm curious. What's the
Hey,
difference?
yo, hey, but she said she would have stayed if it was a woman, though,
I
which
know, that's why I'm
means
like, wait, it's still
she,
cheating, no? She
yo,
said, wait, but she said I don't even understand my own logic, but and Mama said to you, got you open ENT, it doesn't matter. Babe said to you, Tasha, oh nah. Joey Cake said many of the OGs I grew up with during the 70s and 80s had two families. I know,
facts,
my daddy got two,
facts.
so I know what you're talking about. Um, Babe said, glad I got my babe. She's all y'all females different. Mama said, no, I said it right. How can a cheating man be good to his woman? Okay, I'm gonna let y'all answer that. Hold on to that, okay? Got you opening and T said, baby Brock, I had it happen to me, King. I ate and moved forward. And Babe said, so after marriage. And Tasha said, my ex-husband had me fooled. I had no idea he was cheating, and my home was never affected. I would have never known he had my homegirl. Had my homegirl not caught him. To me, my life was perfect. And Mama said the best cheaters get caught. Joey Cake said to you, right, Rashad? I know two women are so accepting that they became sister wives. It's not for me, but they seem to be very happy with the arrangement. Babe said, or take that one that does good by you. What the F? Tasha said, it was more embarrassing to stay with a gay man versus a heterosexual. She does have a point. This is a little embarrassing, but hold on. Mama said, I'm not gonna. Okay, you read that, Rashad. Baby Barack said, so fellas, if your wife is holding everything down at home, cooking, cleaning, raising kids perfectly, but she fucked another dude, you staying? We'll get to that. Babe
Hell
said,
no.
if y'all girl cheat on the side, it's good along and she's good along as you don't find out, right? He's asking. So he's asking if your girl cheat on you and you don't know about it, she's good, right? Maurice said, I could do bad by myself. However, I want to be in love with one woman and her in love with me, no cheating. And
And we
Babe
all do.
Babe said, baby Barack, exactly. And Joey Cake said, men look at polygamy differently. He can genuinely love his wife, but the other woman gives him the additional 20% that he needs. And Babe said, I'll be single, don't got to worry about nothing. Joey Cake said, in exchange, he provides security. And Maurice said, someone knows someone is cheating. And Babe said, you're limiting options you gave to two options, forced to choose B. Joey Cake said, now if the man is broke, then he's just cheating. And Babe said, LOL, I'm not picking none. Got me effed up sad. And Mama said, Will S. LOL. Babe said, LOL. Tasha said, it was very hard to leave my husband with so much invested and so many children, shaking my head, but I had to fly the coop, honestly. Mainly because he was gay, and he probably wasn't going to stop doing it, Tasha. You say he's still doing it now. So, I mean, and Babe said to you, Tasha, good job. Ain't nothing in this world that good to stay. through that. Proud of you. No, and she gotta go. All right. So, and babe said, to your question, baby Barack. Nope, she gotta go. All right, fellas, we got a lot to unpack. You guys got a lot of questions. All right, 1985 clean clean. What did you want to say?
Yeah. I mean, no, like what I was saying earlier, it's okay. So I got a homeboy, right? And he actually is the dude. This dude, he kind of like my OG. He the dude that kind of put me on in the game for what I do now professionally and web developing and stuff like that. Like he like my OG. So the way we got into web developing. So what I do on the side is I produce music, right? Like that's what I do, produce, make beats, all that. So there was this guy who hired me because his son rapped. His son was like 15, and he was paying to have his son, get a mixtape done. So he hired me to do the whole tape. So I go to his house. House is crazy. It's like
Mm-hmm.
out here in Brookhaven in Atlanta, right? House is just crazy. So I'm like, yo, what do you do, right? Like, how did you get this or whatever? So he tells me, yo, I'm in the game of web developing, whatever. So he put me on. Anyway, house is crazy. Wife don't work. And not only is the house crazy, but it's paid for. Like, no mortgage is paid for. Wife don't work. The son I was working with go to private school. The other two kids is in college. College is paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is she squoze them. And this is what we call the squeeze, which is basically the transactional reasons on why a lot of women get in relationships, which is protection, provision, all that. It's like she got all of it out of them. She got the house, the kids, and now she kind of not that interested in him anymore because she got all of the transactional needs out of him.
Mm.
But this kid is still 14, 15 years old. So dude is like, yo, I'm not about to just spend the rest of my life providing for somebody who don't even sleep with me or find interest in me anymore.
Yeah, but you
But
side chicks, and you better take a
but
picture of that man from Michigan book because he is
hold
all up to lost $6 million. Do
but
side.
hold up though. For one, Michigan dude was sloppy as hell. He was shitting where he eat. You know what I'm saying? Which you can't do that. This dude was like, yo, I'm not about to spend the rest of my life providing for somebody who has zero interest in me anymore. So basically, just spend the rest of my life not having sex no more because she don't want to have sex. And not only that, but she don't cook for him. She don't make his plate when they go places. She don't do any of the subservient, the catering stuff that dudes like from women to do. It's like she just squalls all of the benefits out of him, and now she don't want him no more. So that in that scenario, you get the side chick, but you're not sloppy with it like Michigan dude was. This is a chick who knows she a side chick and is, cool with that, as long as she getting what she need. And now everything is straight. Everybody's happy. The family stays together. Dude don't have to spend the rest of his life in misery. He actually come home with a smile on his face because he got what he needed on the way to the crib. And he's a good guy. He's taking care of his family. He's a great dad. His kids love him. He's a good husband because he still takes care of his wife. I don't think one singular act can make a person a bad person unless it's like rape or murder or molestation or something like that. But something like, oh, I made a mistake or I did this, I don't think it makes you a bad person.
I think.
So in these scenarios, yeah, the family is intact because this guy, instead of staying home with his wife and arguing and fighting and all of that, because she ain't doing it, the dude said, "I'm just gonna, get me a little, little y'all mean, and I'm gonna still take care of everything, and everybody good."
Let me ask you both a question because Rashad, you're married. In 1985, I'm not messing with y'all today. 1985, I'm not sure you're engaged or what you. I know
Yeah,
you're
engaged.
engaged. If you found out your wife would say 1985 cooks, cleans, does everything, holding down the house. But I'm sorry, you didn't find out. But your wife got a side dude, okay?
Uh-huh.
That's knocking the dust off of every day after work. But you don't know
Yep.
nothing about because you still happy. You still
Uh-huh.
lucky, lucky, lucky. You would be
Uh-huh.
upset.
No, but you know why though? Because
But no,
I'm
no, no,
not.
no. Is she a good woman?
Huh? Yeah, but she got. I mean, she back to the streets though. But this
But
what
why
I'm
she back to
saying.
the streets?
This
Why?
one, but well, because I'm. Here's the thing: the scenario I gave you, the wife is literally depriving intimacy from a man that's
That's not.
providing for her. And in my situation, now if I'm literally depriving her of intimacy, I'm not
I'm not
sleeping
talking.
with her. That's a different story.
I'm not
But
talking.
if I'm doing everything I need to do and I'm smashing it out, she just cheating to cheat. No, she can go. She's not good.
So you're defined. So a man is still good because he needs to go get his rocks off, right? Because his wife ain't.
Well, he needs to go get his rocks off because his woman is purposefully depriving him of intimacy.
Okay.
And the
Well, what if
scenario you
what if
gave
your
me, that's not
fiance?
what the man is doing.
What if your fiance don't like something that you're doing in the bedroom? So she decides I'm gonna go get Charles over here because I like the way he eat poom poom better than clean clean.
No, because for one, that's the thing. Is this something we've talked about? Is this something we've worked on? Is this something, or is she just secretly? Because in this scenario I'm talking about, this dude did counseling with his wife. He tried. She just stopped. She just stopped smashing him.
But I'm saying what I'm saying. I guess the point I'm trying to make here, clean clean, is you can't say one person is a good person without saying the other one is a good person. Is what I'm saying because you're saying a man.
But you're not giving the same scenario both ways. You're
I did give you
leaving
the
a
same.
key factor out.
I didn't leave any factors out.
You did.
I gave you the same scenario. She's a good woman. She's holding down the house. She's taking care of the responsibilities. You're happy. You're at peace. She's still breaking you off on a regular basis. You just, she might just be a nympho.
But what
You
is the
don't know.
motive of her doing it? I gave you the man's motive. My thing is if a person's getting everything they need out of a situation and then they go cheat, yeah, that's not good. But
Okay.
if what I'm saying is if there's something that I'm knowingly depriving you of, that's when we got a conversation.
Okay. Rashad, you got anything to add to that?
So, once again, I need to continue to give you guys a disclaimer. I never said that that I agree with any of this stuff.
So I
I
got the
never
finster.
said it. Never said it. And
I didn't get
so
that. I
I,
didn't get
I, would,
that from you, Rashad.
I would also like to remind everyone that I have never stepped out of my office.
Who said
I've
that?
never stepped out. But the way is, look, man,
Get a
the way it is,
disclaimer. Get it right.
I need to make sure everyone understands. I am just giving a perspective. I'm not saying this is what I agree with for my life. Now, if you ask me the question, which I asked you, and you
Yeah.
the answer. If you ask me the question, would I rather have a wife that um, is giving me all the peace that I need while she is stepping out without me knowing, or would I rather have a wife that's faithful that does not provide me with the peace that I'm desiring, and we have to continue to work towards that? Personally, for me, I would rather have a faithful wife and have us working on the piece. That's specifically what I would say. I will also say there are a lot of other men, many other men that would prefer that as well. Because I can say that because there are a lot of married men out there that don't have the peace that they want in the first place. There are a lot of marriages where women don't know how to give the man their peace.
Facts.
And the man accepts that. The
Facts.
man accepts it. I'm gonna tell you, I did some marital counseling, and we used to do it with my wife and I, um, and then we did a separate session. And I went in, and I went in by myself to my advisor, and he said, "Rashad, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's the hardest thing you're ever going to have to hear. Marriage is not going to be fair."
Hmm.
you are going to have to struggle and you are going to have to suffer more for her
Facts.
because you are built more. You're more suited to handle that than she is. And this is the point that women don't want to listen to. You don't want to hear it. But
They
a
don't.
good portion of women are unable to truly be that peace because of pre-existing trauma that you don't know how to handle and take into a new relationship. And it's a sad truth.
Yep.
I'll tell you this. I heard something, and I can say it here. I heard something, there was a meme that I read. There was a meme that I read. It was so accurate it hurt. But of course, a lot of women just refuse to believe it because they just know everything. But coming from my perspective, I completely agreed with it. The statement went, the most unhappy man in the world is a faithful husband.
Facts. Facts. Yo, let them cook, Didi.
And
Let
it's
them
just
cook.
like, it's like if you sit down and you break it down, when women get married, they have this expectation of what they want their husband to be, but they never have an expectation of what type of wife they want to be to that husband.
Each.
So, in other words, all of the requirements are on the other side, but she doesn't have requirements for herself.
Cook.
And those are the hard conversations that we're just not ready to have.
Be cooking.
Now, it's not every case. Don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying every single relationship is that way because that's not the case. There are some women that have gone through their healing and they understand and they're doing their part. And sometimes the man is the issue. I'm not saying all men. I'm not saying all husbands. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is there's a very large portion
Yep.
married men out there that are doing what they have to do to keep the marriage together. And that is the expectation that the wife has set. Well, you're supposed to. You're supposed to be the fill in the blank, whatever it is. Because whenever men come and say, well, you're supposed to be the fill in the blank, they always revert back to, well, you supposed to. So, like I said, so my response about all of this is I would rather have a faithful wife that I'm working to, find our peace for because normally that's how it goes anyway.
Now, I want to question, but I want to read a comment because I want to go back to this peace thing and what that looks like when it comes to men. Mama said, as a woman, now we are more aware of our bodies, and when someone cheats, it's noticeable because yes, it does. Fellas throw off our pH balance. If you didn't know that. What up, Super Pad? Why is Hold on, I got a question for you, Rashad. I need to go back up though.
We know too. We know y'all cheating too because of the elasticity.
Man,
Is
boy, boy, stop, boy, boy, stop, boy, stop. No, you don't.
no, because you said the dude she cheated with knocking the dust off. If he knocking the dust
Did
off
that
it, I'ma
did
know.
that you
Now,
that
if
make
he baby, if he little boy in it, then we don't
that make
know.
you feel a type of way? I didn't
If
mean
he
to.
knocking the dust off,
He
I
knocked
know.
dust off of that.
If
I
he
got
knocking it, yeah, I know.
a movie though. Joey Cake said, nope, because if a woman cheats, her heart is already left the relationship. Relationship, it's different. Trust me.
Facts.
Mama said the cheating man gonna throw off. What up, Pat? What up, OC? And Mama, what the F-19 say? Subservient. And Mama said, why not just get a divorce? Shaking my damn head. Maurice said, it sounds
Because
like.
they thought I'm gonna lose all my stuff. Yeah, they thought it's like a divorce is a quick little. You know why? It's cheaper to keep her. You know where they come that came from. It's
Maurice said,
cheaper to keep her.
it sounds like one loves no one loves anyone anymore. I think that people who say they love each other hurt each other. Tasha said, knocking the dust off her is insane. Knocking the dust off that. Uh,
Nope. He better knock the dust off of her financial needs too, because she with him now.
but you don't know. So how would you look at why?
I know. I told you how I know.
No, you don't know. You don't know. The elasticity didn't change. Maybe the mouth. Maybe she used her mouth.
She using her
Okay.
mouth. Yeah, nah.
Okay.
That's a cardinal sin right there.
Oh God, I'm not. Hold on. Mama said double standards as usual, and Mama said, "Why is that, Rashad?" And I'm gonna let you answer that with the. I think she's talking about the peace. Why y'all?
Mhm.
Said good afternoon. Baby Barack said facts, Rashad. Cooking with butter, yo. I witnessed that exact experience with my brother's marriage. What up, JB? Happy Monday. Babe said into she sucked the skin off his meat. And Babe, right. So she sucked the skin, right. Mama said hurt people, and Maurice said even if she don't know he or she is cheating, there is no love there. And Malcolm said I yell at her and say, "Girl, you did that on purpose." Okay. Rashad, I want to get back into this piece thing because you said men. Um, we some of y'all. I'm trying to figure out. Some of y'all don't have that home, and not you. We're not talking about Rashad. Okay. But you said some of you don't experience peace at home. But what does that look like?
I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like a woman that is afraid to be healed. Your mom
And
said it.
after
Her
he go,
people,
I'm
her
gonna go
people.
for that.
Your mom said it. Her people, her people. One of the one of the curses that many black women pass on to their daughters is this, and we talked about it, this independence nature. This independence nature is competitive. I've talked to you about that, dude.
Baby,
And when you get a
no, I'm dealing with it in the workforce. But carry on.
when you're a competitive woman and you get a good man, you forget the goal was to find a good man. You bring the competition into the relationship trying to find a new goal. And it's like, what are you fighting for? Well, my mama said I'm supposed to be heard, I'm supposed to be respected, I'm supposed to be all of this other stuff. And so that's what you lead with. Don't let them disagree with you. Now you got to get louder than them.
Yeah.
Just tell me when I'm wrong. Just tell me when I'm wrong.
Rashad.
Just tell me when I'm wrong.
So
And
what? We
then,
got to get louder than you? Is what you say?
100%, you got to remember, who is the person that normally starts the yelling arguments? It's rarely the man.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Secondly, secondly, then you got to think about this whole submissive thing. Y'all struggle with that word.
Facts.
You struggle with it. And it's a trigger
I don't know
because
why.
I know why. Because you've been taught to not be submissive.
Cook.
We're not all women. Some women are taught not to be submissive.
A lot.
Many, not all. Always remember, this is not, this is not, I'm generalizing. This isn't for everybody. But a good portion of the women that have these challenges, yeah, they have this trauma. You have been taught that you deserve to have things your way, as opposed to learning what compromise looks like. Think about it. There are certain key topics that you bring up with damn near any black woman that will automatically make whatever conversation go left. There are certain things that you can say that will trigger all of this trauma from the past, and you'll never be able to get back to whatever the middle
Give
ground.
me an example,
Say again.
Auntie. What?
Say again.
Give me an example.
So let's see. If a man has an issue with you not cooking,
Okay.
if a woman, let's be honest, if a woman doesn't know how to cook, and a man says, "I want you to learn how to cook," that is a there are very few women that listen to what he is saying and then says in her mind, maybe I should figure out how to cook. Because
Mm-hmm.
the rebuttal is normally, why should I have to cook? Why don't you cook? Why is it not okay for you to cook? Why I'm going to be the one cooking? And so then I can be like, okay, perfectly fine. Get your ass out there and go change the tire then. And I'll be in here cooking.
Facts.
Well, no, I can't be changing no tire.
But Rashad, one thing that people don't want to address,
Shut up, Rashad. Shut
that
Tell me when I'm wrong.
one thing to relate to what he said though, and I looked at this from a different angle too, is I think some of it has to do with mental and physical fitness. And what I mean by that is like for me, right? I'm a single dad, right? So I work all day. Then I got my son. He got soccer practice, and then I got to make dinner, and then I got to give him a bath, put him to bed. I do all that. It's cool. Some women, they don't have the stamina to work and then come home and cook. They feel like if they had to work, they shouldn't have to cook, or they. And I think a lot of that is like a lot of joints is like out of shape, man. Like because if you in shape mentally and physically, working 8 hours and then coming home and cooking is not a big deal. But
Boy,
people make it seem like it's such a hard thing to do. Like, oh my God. And I'm like, just coming from the standpoint of a single father, I'm like, man, it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like you can come home and cook for your dude. You can stop at the store or he can stop at the store, pick up the ingredients, whatever. But these are the things that like dudes like. Just like y'all like you know, skincare stuff and being called beautiful and all that stuff. We like stuff. We got stuff we like too. And a lot of y'all do struggle with that submissiveness, especially the ones that actually work.
well, can I just say this? And I ain't trying to make no excuses, and I ain't trying to make this into a competition thing, Rashad. I worked in Birmingham, and I was driving 2.5 hours back and forth every day. So it wasn't no effing way I was coming in this house cooking every day. Sorry, I'm tired. I drive 2.5 hours back, 2.5 hours to get back. Then I work 4 hours. Nah, wasn't
Here's the
cooking every.
thing, Diddy. Here's the thing. You don't you don't have to explain why you do or you don't. The concept that he's speaking of is the fact that everybody doesn't have to drive 2.5 hours, right? The point that he is making is that sometimes before even trying it, you're going to make the excuses of why you can't do it.
Yep.
And if we were to do that, then we wouldn't be catering to your needs, which would be a whole other issue. And
Facts.
so I don't necessarily agree with the, the part that he said, well, you work 8 hours, you should be able to come home and do it. It
Right.
ain't hard. I don't agree with that because I do the majority of the cooking in the house. And yeah, I get tired of doing that shit. So it's not about is it easy or is it hard? What it is about is you have to understand what the easiest path to try to get to that balance is.
Yeah, I agree.
And so we don't we as black people, we don't know how to find balance together.
Hold on one second, Auntie. hmm I'm with you, Rashad. I think a healthy balance. Love my relationship with my boyfriend because we do have a healthy balance. Like if I don't feel like cooking, he'll pick up the slack and he'll cook. But Auntie, the topic today is respectfully cheating. Is that a thing? And we kind of ventured into men and their peace. So because I wanted to touch on that. Hold on. Marie said, even if she don't know he or she is cheating, there is no love. Okay, I read that. Mama said the men I've been in relationships with seem happy. I was the unhappy one. Babe said, true. You barking up the wrong trees. And Maurice said the person that's cheating starts the arguments. And I was going to go back to that because I know you said we like the loud talking relationships, Rashad. Um, I can't justify that because every woman in America, I only know what I do. So I can only speak on what I do. And I do that because I feel like I get to a certain point where I'm like, okay, I've done enough talking. Now I got to raise my voice because now I need you to know the seriousness of it and leave me alone for the second. Because
I got a question. Are you saying that your man doesn't hear you unless you're yelling? That's what it
uh,
sounds like.
I feel like when we're in the heat of things, we don't hear each other, if that makes sense.
Okay, so if you're not hearing each other, you think taking it to the next level in volume is going to make
No,
him hear you?
it doesn't. But we are pretty good at working on it. Like
Well, that's
he's good. He's not gonna let it he's not gonna try to let me go to bed mad. So I gotta get better with it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I need to get better with it. He's the one that always makes peace. I know I need to get better with it. I'm terrible at making peace because when I'm mad, I want to be mad for 3 to 5 business days. And I know that's not healthy in a
God
relationship.
and
damn.
that's another thing. Y'all stay upset much longer
Yeah,
than we do.
Hell
I'm
yeah, all
mad.
my Amazon shit then came and you still mad.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I ordered this 3 days ago. It done got
yeah.
delivered. You still mad?
I want to be, I want to be, I want to be mad for 3 to 5 business days. Yes. And
Whoa.
How does that? Here's my
So
question. Here's
you
my
ain't
question.
getting no pom pom in the process because she
Here's
ain't
my
working. She out
here's
of
my
good.
question. Here's my
Sergeant,
question. Here's my question. I know that makes you feel better, but how does that work when you're seeking balance?
how does it help the relationship?
I don't know. You mean like if I, but I'm never, because he's not going to allow me to stay mad at him 3 to 5 business days. So we've never, like, I want to be mad for 3 to 5 business days, but he doesn't allow it because he is usually, I have to do better. Because the one that be like, okay, babe, let's talk about it now. We both cool down. We can talk about it. So, but I'm like, I still want to talk about it, but I'll talk about it because I'm like, okay, we got to be an adult. We got to talk about it. Um,
Well, that's
after that,
good.
but see, me, I don't want to like get into anything on the spot. I rather let me cool down first, and then we come back and talk about it later. He likes to talk about things in the moment, so we're learning how to balance that. And
That's
he's
the exact same issue I got with my situation is she likes to wait and I like to
yeah, he wants to get it done and out the way.
because I know because when y'all mad and y'all walking through the house with that attitude, that shit sucks. So it's like, let's get this
Well,
done now, man, because you about to be impossible to deal with for the next 2-3 days. And we gonna have to walk through the house with this elephant in the room when we can just hash it out right now. And furthermore, a lot of times you lose grasp of the emotions. So after 2-3 days, it's like, what was we mad about again? And then you don't even get it necessarily solved. And it's just like I'm just all for doing what's best for the relationship versus what's best for me or my preference. Because honestly, I can let you be mad for 3 days. I'm gonna go
I,
hoop. I'm gonna be on the PlayStation. You
yeah,
can be mad, but the issue is y'all don't even. Sometimes y'all don't even want to let us let y'all be mad. It's like it's like I left you alone and now you got a problem with me leaving you alone too.
see, I'm not. I be needing my space, and yes, Joey Hicks. It takes me about 3 to 5 days to cool down, but I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at it because before I was terrible. I shut down when I'm angry because my angry is a different level of angry, and I know this about my life. So I try not to let me get to that level. So that's why I'm always like, okay, let me come back and maybe talk about the situation another time because I don't want to go there because you're going to go to hell. No, what is the saying? You're going to go low and I'm going to hell. And most people, when I go to hell, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. And I don't want to say things that I don't mean. So that's why I rather have a conversation later and not at the moment. So, I mean, I don't know what advice to give you, Queen, when it comes to that, because I do the same thing she does. It's not 3 to 5 business days, I promise you. It might be a day where we might not speak, but it's
So,
never.
so my thing is that whole I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for you to be walking through the house trying not to look at me and all that other stuff. And
Yeah.
so once I've gotten over it, every time you pass me, I'm shaking your booty cheeks.
Rich,
You can't stay mad with your ass jiggling. I have learned that. That is the way that I calm my wife down. Every now and then, she can take maybe about 4 or 5 jiggles, but when it gets to that 6th jiggle, she gonna slap my hand and start telling me she can't stand me and all of that other stuff. So, fellas, that's the answer. If your girl loves to stay mad, that's fine. Let her be mad. But you just continue to just shake her ass every time she walk by.
yeah,
She'll
and
get
you
out
be
of that real quick.
like, don't touch me.
100%.
Yeah, Joey Cake said so true. Also, many times a woman's definition of what good man is the opposite of the type of man that they are actually attracted to. Good men get cheated on all the time. Fact,
Facts.
Cakes, fact,
100%.
fact.
Facts. They
Mama,
the main ones that get cheated on.
yeah, Mama said all men don't deserve a woman. And Maurice said, "Where's the leader of the relationship?" And Babe said, "Well, that's because your man likes, yeah, well, he likes cooking, so yeah, I don't worry about that. I love that about him." And Joey Cake said, "Food, sex, peace, adoration, respect is what most men need to be the man that you need. Many women really have a hard time catering to their man." Um, Auntie Hopefully still on. Tasha said, "Me personally, I find ways to simplify my duties to my family." And Babe said, "Communication is gold for me. If you work all these hours and I'll cook, you feel me? That simple. Then when I'm working, you cook. Just communication." And Babe said, Auntie said, "What the heck is that? Respectfully cheating. Cheating is cheating. Auntie, it's a thing." Joey Cake said, "Very true, Rashad. Let's stop cutting corners in our relationship. Just ask what he needs and not give him what you think he needs." You know what y'all question would be the time we ask you what you need? Y'all gonna want the mouth or the whole.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why we don't ask. Because we know
Well,
what you
so in other words, if you know what we want, that's going to get this over with, and you still choose not to,
want.
then who's the real problem?
Facts.
Hey, I'm only
Facts.
hey, we know what you want. All you gotta do is ask. We know what you want. That's why
But
we don't ask.
that's where the lack of peace come from. Sometimes it's so hard to pry the things we want out of y'all. Like
All you want is
a
sex.
lot of times, y'all. Sometimes I feel
No,
like in a lot of relationships,
no.
y'all put more energy into finding ways to not have to do things than it would take to just do the things.
Yeah. Mama said she was always accused of cheating. It was not cheating. Yeah. Mm. Babe said accountability. Oh ish man. Today's a good day. Gotta take accountability.
Accountability is like a kryptonite type of vibe for a lot of jobs.
The one thing I'm learning in 2025 has taught me is accountability for your actions. So I'm trying to do a better job with taking accountability for the things that I can control, because there are things that I cannot control that have been out of my control. Trust me, this has been a crazy year. I cannot wait to share everything that has happened to me. But again, we pacing
You keep
ourselves.
saying that. You ain't gonna share it. We gonna
Yeah,
all be old.
how you gonna tell me what I'm gonna do?
Come on, man.
I will share it. I just ain't sharing it now because it's a process I have to go through. So I'm waiting for
Okay.
things to happen before I can get y'all involved. So because I am gonna need y'all help. Anyway, Tasha said, for example, when it comes to cooking, I prefer to do the cooking. I cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the same time in the morning because that's what works for me and my family. I have no issue. Baby, you's a real
There
one.
you go. That's
You're
your
a real
real one.
You a real
Yo, shout out to Tasha,
For
yo.
real,
right?
man. Look, hey, Tasha,
I'm a real one.
You gonna make a great side chick one day.
That's a fact.
I'm just messing around.
The fact.
For
No,
sure.
because that's
That-
yo. I ain't gonna say it, but yeah.
For sure. I mean, Tasha, you gonna make a great wife to the right man. Don't listen to
I
Rashad.
meant wife. I meant wife. That's what I meant to
Wait,
say.
wait, 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 wait. So she doing that just for her and the kids?
I think she has a man. I think that man.
Okay, okay. If she got a man, okay, because when you do get a man, keep it up. Don't cut it off. Because now he here.
1985. I hope your ass is over there cooking too now.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll do a little something, but
But see, you pay most of the bills. I see
but
what you.
you
I
but
see.
you know, and
I
that's the thing that like what Rashard was talking about earlier about like expectations. Like for me, I'll work all day and then like if it's other stuff that need to be done, I'm still expected to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if if something in the house got to get fixed or built or something in the garage or something, I can't be like, oh, I was working all day. Like I just do it. But it's like that only goes one way. It's like a lot of times women can be like, oh, you know, that's why I say a lot of times it's a fitness and endurance thing. Cause if you in shape, like, and you up and you positive,
How old are you? 1985. I'm just curious.
I'm 39, I'll be 40 in like two
Oh,
weeks.
baby, wait till them 40s hit. That's all I'm about to tell you. I had
What?
all like you when I was in my 20s and 30s, and them 40s hit. Baby, they hit a lot differently. I promise you. Promise you.
Yo,
I did
you gotta keep it going, man. I play ball. I hoop. Like I hoop.
I was active in the gym working out just like you. And then 40 hit. It hit a little bit different. I promise you. You start feeling shit you ain't never felt in your whole life. My neck has been aching all year and I still don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm telling you, 40 hit different. And Dr. Moody said, I still give it up when I'm mad. LOL, wifey duties. Okay, Dr. Moody girl. My thing don't work when I'm mad.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say she is definitely in the top 1%.
Yeah, because my thing don't work when I'm mad.
It don't
I'm
work.
sorry. Babe said you nailed it. Mama said final thoughts, stay single and be happy. Babe said to you, Mama, good advice. Tasha said things upset me and I disagree with things, but I don't do the getting mad. I make sure we have a lot of communication and transparency so no one gets to the point of being angry. Tasha, I'm gonna have to call you, girl. You're gonna have to walk me through some things, girl, because I have not arrived to that level of maturity yet. Okay? I want to be one of them couples that don't argue like Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats, even though I don't believe them. But anyway,
And they billionaires too. I mean,
they not, she said we have not. She said we have disagreed, but she said we've never raised our voice at one another. I said, damn, there's a
nah,
relationship.
me and my girls like that. My ex. See, remember I was telling you before. My ex was a Spellman, aka she was. You couldn't tell her shit. Like
Oh,
you couldn't tell her a motherfucking thing. Now you know my girl. You know we've been together 5 years. You know she's Tanzanian. Like she grew up in a British boarding school in Kenya. Her whole makeup is different. She don't yell. She don't.
I was just going to say, bruh, yeah, I know you in heaven over there.
Oh, I'm loving it, bro. Like it's a
Already know.
total culture shock. You know what I'm saying? Like she
African?
don't
Mm.
she don't have a quick
Rashad, I'm sorry. What are we missing? What are we missing? I'm sorry. Why is he in heaven? What did I miss?
All right, are you ready for some truth?
Go
let's
ahead.
do it.
So, one of the biggest kept secrets is the appeal of African women. Because with African women, we get all of the physical characteristics of
Yes.
African American women, but we don't get the attitude and we don't get those trauma scars that have been, you know, provided to you guys. Because when they come from where they're from, they have traditions, right? And unfortunately, they have some pretty fucked up traditions. To be honest with you, you know, it's real chauvinistic over there. But they come here, and American men aren't as demanding as African men. If you ever known anybody that had an African man, they'll tell you, you know. And so it's like the best of both worlds. They come over here to get the black men that aren't as aggressive, and then we kind of go over there to get the black women that aren't as combative. And it's just, I mean, it's
It's a whole
you
new
can't
world.
say you can't say it's 100% fact, but there's a large percentage of that. And it's just, we love y'all. We love black women. We love African American women, but we just get tired of always having to have our guards up, just like you get tired of having to have your guards up. And we have not been able to find out what their compromise is. But when you go to an African woman, she ain't got no guard. So since she ain't got no guard,
Yep.
she really wants to cook.
You know the crazy thing is, as a black woman, I I don't want to say I deal with some of the things that you men deal with, but I do understand. I understand y'all right. I do. I do. I do understand your gripe when it comes to certain black women. I
Yep.
do. And I hate to say it, sisters, because I love y'all, but baby, some of y'all attitudes. Oh my God.
And it's just
It's
like
crazy.
it's just like, unfortunately, but I get it. Don't get me wrong, because those women have been created by other women that have been scorned by black dudes. So I understand that at the end of the day, the black man is still kind of, the root cause to this. But the painful part is that it prevents you from actually seeing beyond the hurt to see what you really have in front of you. And so, that's why they say nice guys finish last, because
Yep.
it's just like, man, and I told you my wife, she was having issues when we got married, because she was just like, I don't know how to handle you, because you're not giving me some of the normal challenges that I was expecting.
Okay.
Damn. Damn.
And
That's
so
crazy.
it's just like, yeah, it's just like, you're too good to be true. Y'all say that all the time.
Oh, okay. Okay. She was used to that.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
to some degree, I don't know what it is, but
And
it was.
came in and yeah, she was like she
Yeah, shit. I was trying to treat her like she wanted to be treated. Trying to do my part on all of this stuff. When it came to the kids and stuff like that, that was a good portion, especially of the was it my oldest or was it my second? One of the two. I did most of the night eating, so I could let her sleep, because I understand that. Look, even though I'll be at work, she'll still have to be on. So I was just like, let me go do what I need to do, and then get back into bed. And so, yeah, man, it's just it's a sad dichotomy out here, man, that we still just don't understand that we all want the same things, and both parties are just waiting for the other side to just yield and do this. And it's just like, no, that shit don't work.
yeah.
You can't
Yep.
you can't ask somebody to bow down, regardless if you're talking about, you know, men talking about what you bring to the table, or women talking about men and are you a provider and all this other stuff. It's like, that's not the way you start a conversation.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not. It's not. And look, my girl, that was the thing that how she got me was like before her, all the women I was dating, in America or whatever, African American women, or whatever, they whole concept, as soon as you start dating them is, do you qualify for me? What you gonna do for me? How I'm gonna benefit from messing with you?
This is all
What you,
dated,
and with my
right?
girl, huh?
This is all the women you dated asked you these
No, no,
questions.
no, no. Well, I would say as of late, once that type of dating culture became popular and like it became standard. So
Yeah.
I've had a woman ask me to see my credit score before. Like you like these relationships be so transactional, it's crazy. And it make you feel like there's just no, like it's not genuine. And with my girl, the like her culture, her mindset was, what can I do for you? Like when we met, she looked at my life and was like, "Okay, you a single dad, you work a lot, you got your son." So she would just come to my crib, play some piano music, and just and clean up, clean my whole crib, dance while she listened to music, clean, cook. Like she just wanted to fit in where I needed something. She wasn't so overly concerned with what I was gonna do for her and how much if she got to work or not or what she did. And it's dope because all that stuff just kind of falls into place. But the mindset was so polar opposite. It took me. I was almost like, "Yo, are you a scammer? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ah!
Like what is going on? Like you literally just your whole mindset was, how can I fit into your life and be an asset? How can I add value to your life? It wasn't about what I'm gonna add to her. And it's like, if a lot of women don't realize that if you just adopt that mindset, all of that shit you want will come, especially with a great man. But don't just come to the table looking at him like, okay, what you gonna do for me? How much money you make? Where you live at? Like, yo.
Mm. All right. Let's get our final thoughts. I got a company party I got to get ready to. Babe said I'm getting better. I'm trying. Mama said, wait, 1985, that non-American woman gets that. Guess what? We all women. Mama. Maurice said, where's the peace at in the relationship? And that Dr. Moody said, I learned that I can't allow things to linger. I'd rather fix the situation right then because I can't allow myself to stay angry long. I'm gonna have to learn from you ladies because baby, 3 to 5 business days. No, I'm just joking. Joey Cake said, I'm here. I hear you, bro. Smacking that ass dead center. Joey Cake said, we want more than sex. Besides, no human has concerned cornered the market in sex. Peace and respect are very high on my list, including sex. That's all. Mama said, I don't want a man that can't cook. Tasha said, no, I've done that in my marriage and I continue to do that. Man, so children is time consuming. There is no time to cook dinner after work and school. Well, Baby Barack said, I commend you guys on your marriages. I salute y'all. I've never been married. Majority of women my age have been through it and to the point where they don't know how to bring peace. Babe said with the F. Joey Cake said Tasha. Joey Cake said call me. And I said sounds good, Tasha. Anyway, Baby Rock, them broken when mad kitties get cheated on the most. Can't control a real dude with sex. Uh, I don't be trying to control my boom boom. Just don't work when I'm mad. I'm sorry. That's the honest truth. Baby Barack said. Babe said what? Laughing my ass off. Mama said my African tenant, his wife left him for another man. Tasha said Joey Cakes. Thank you, Tasha. I'm gonna have to call you, girl, because I gotta work through these emotions. Baby Barack said Africans. I don't know about that because the majority of the men are rude as shit with
That's what I'm saying.
the better than you mindset. And Mama said my ex married an African woman. She left after the green card hit. LOL. Got her an African. Joey Cake said thank you for understanding, Dee Dee. I try. Dr. Moody said, but some were raised not to have an opinion or to question their man because of their role. However, we have the right to challenge if we agree. If I don't agree, I don't. And Tasha said, Mama, it ain't easy. I got a fight from Miss Charnay. Oh, baby. Crown Royal was one of my favorites back in the day. And Mama said, there are some great black women. So cute. So cut it out. And that Dr. Moody said, she's laughing at you, Mama. Baby Barack said, facts, Mama. They are loyal to their own to a fault. Maybe a few that think differently, but not many. Again, the men are some rude bastards. Babe's laughing at y'all. And Mom said, you were just picking the wrong women, 1985. And Jay said, credit score, you can't make this ish up. You really can't. And Baby Barack said,
Who
1985.
know?
Ain't nothing wrong with requesting a credit score. I do it. If
See?
we're going to take it to the next level, I need to know your possesses the necessary tools.
What? Do you know my favorite color? You're like, these questions be coming up before you even get to know. That's why I say a lot of women don't realize if you have that soft, sweet, genuine attitude, it'll make a man want to be great for you. It'll make him want to take you out of the workforce and to take care of you. But if you coming at him off top with he need to have ABCD to qualify to have a future with you, then it breeds resentment.
Well, you was dating because I love my AKA Divine Nine. She was
Oh
AKA
God.
cool. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, she was probably a little. Of course, she want to know who your credit score is. So I'm just saying. No, not,
Yeah, they that she grew up in the whole Jack and Jill cotillion and all that. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy, man. Like,
if a dude has my credit score, I'm exiting stage left on my credit score. What are you trying to do? Run my credit report? What are we doing here?
right,
Um,
right.
but good conversation, y'all. Babe said, I think people don't know how to date, if that makes sense. And Mama said, I've been through it all, still open to love, and that's a good mindset to have. And Babe
What
said,
his
good.
credit score gotta be?
Stop it. Don't forget that I'm always that I'm broke. If you ghost me, then you really weren't for me anyway. I'm one. Yeah, I'm broke, baby. What money? I'm broke. I'm broke. Broke. All right. Final thoughts, y'all. This was a good one. Respectfully cheating.
Once again, you have to be able to listen objectively, right? You got to get rid of the emotion. I never said there are not good black women out here. I never said that. But when I started talking about African women, there's good black women out here too. Yes, I'm aware. I didn't say that there are no good black women. So I wanted to make sure that there was an understanding. I'm not knocking black women. I'm talking about where our limitations are when it comes to us being able to see eye to eye. The challenge that we face is that both black men and black women have trauma that they're trying to figure out how to work through, but we don't go get professional help for it. And so we have to, we're going to go to these battles because we're not professionals out here trying to fix this. We're just doing what we think is right. And what we think is right, more often than not, is not what's right. When I mentioned the African women, what I'm saying is that they don't have the same conflict, which makes it a little bit easier. Not to say black women aren't worth it, not to say black women aren't good. I'm just saying that when he told me that he had an African woman, I completely understood. I just understood because I was just like all of the beauty of melanin without the scars of America.
East
That's all.
African
America
too.
scarred all of us. America scarred all of us. And we refuse to go get healed from it. And that's why we're still facing issues in 2025, the same way they were facing issues back in the day. So, but we're going to make it as long as we all accept that this has been done to us. And we have to be willing to work on ourselves and fix ourselves together instead of competing. It's not men versus women. It's the black family. It's always been the black family, but we've forgotten about it because everybody that's making money in America, nobody's talking about the black family. Everybody's talking about
The black family, Rashad, because they want to eliminate the black family. But
we are instruments of our own destruction because they throw a little money out. The white man don't even have to do it anymore. We'll do it ourselves. All of these podcasters and everybody, these toxic minstrel shows, these black dudes that's just trashing black women all over the place, they are a huge issue. A huge issue. But no, Mama, I can understand why you don't want African men. But once again, you see how she brought it back? You see how she brought it back to? I didn't even say African men. I was talking about us, but she had to find a way to come. Mama, quit
yeah,
confusing. You're
my
right.
mother said, nope, won't be doing no African.
Yeah, we don't want you doing, and we definitely don't want you doing no Haitian, man. Them dudes is really crazy.
Oh,
Haitian?
Dave said you need a Haitian. Yeah, they crazy. Yeah, no, I don't need them putting no Haitian voodoo on me.
Nah, they
You
walking
eating
around
cats
with the
and
tail.
dogs?
No, don't you say that, because that means you don't say that about them. Um, baby, said final thought for Lafayette. That credit for Baby Rock said, "Damn that! I need to know if we can buy a home or I gotta work you through your chapter 7 bankruptcy." That's what
Fact,
to have up front before trying to sign on any lines and get embarrassed. So when's the right time? And that's the conversation to bring that up. That the first day is not the right. Tasha said,
facts.
thoughts. Please check your voter registration and make time to vote in all elections. To identify if your partner is a cheater, play Uno. If so, you'll cheat in real life. Good advice, Tasha. Absolutely. You cheat in Uno, you'll cheat in real life.
Hilarious.
And Baby Rock said, question for another day. We always suggesting getting counseling from a professional. Do they not have these types of issues themselves? Is there based on personal experiences? I have no idea. I do have a counseling homegirl who went to school for that, but I don't know.
Therapy be a scam sometimes.
They be, oh, you did say the counseling.
I told you that. I told you that. Therapy be a scam sometimes, man. Selecting the right therapist is damn near just as important as selecting the right mate. Like,
Can I?
because these therapists, therapy and life coaching has become like a job, just like being an Uber driver. Like, you can kind of just get into it because so many people are just looking for validation and for somebody to vent to. And that these professions have become so attainable to like the regular person that a lot of times you get in therapy from a person that's misguiding you.
Yeah. Clinton, do you have any final thoughts?
My final thoughts is like, man, treat a relationship like a career. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to lose your career, right? So every day you show up to work, you trying to add value to the company. Treat your relationship like that. Don't get comfortable and content. Put all the effort in that you got, and a lot of that cheating side chick side dude stuff will get reduced if you putting everything you got into it. A lot of times people take advantage of the person that's next to them because the person next to them is human nature. That's what we do. That's why you got these sayings, you got to lose something to appreciate it and all that. So my thing is like, man, I don't care if you've been together for 2 months or 2 decades. Every day you need to be giving everything you got to that relationship, and you got a hell of a lot higher chance of getting better results.
Okay. I agree with that. I do find myself, I was like, okay, yes, I have a told boyfriend I appreciated him in a while. So let me tell you back. Uh, got to do a better job. Our own thoughts, and we have our own stuff going on. If you are in a relationship or you're married, good stuff. My final thought is I did see a video on social media of this woman, and sisters, I love you. And she was that weren't taught wives. Your guys' point, growing up in her household, she never seen a male figure. She, mom or aunties going and
Every
plate.
other word is going in and out. I can't hear a word you're saying. I put my mute on.
Is that better?
1985. You might need to put your mute on too.
All right, I'll put, yeah, it was, she was going in and out for me too. I'll put it on though.
No, what I was saying, my final thoughts are I saw a video, and I don't want my sisters to get mad. I saw a video of a sister saying that Black women weren't taught to be wives, and I agree with her to a point with some of the things that she was saying, because she said she grew up in a household full of women and there were no male role models, so she never experienced what it was to make a man a plate or to be subservient to a man. So I'm not saying that's the problem. I'm not trying to make excuses for Black women. I just think a lot of times we don't have those examples. I thank God for my mama, because my mama was a great wife, a great mother, and she definitely showed me what it was to be, a woman. So kudos to mama. Tan said, I'm laughing. What you over there shaking your thing, Rashad? Yeah, kudos to my mama. Tan said, I'm screaming. Joey Cake said, I'm really glad that we were able to finally have these types of dialogue that brings more understanding between Black men and women. It's about time. This is the type of stuff I want to continue to do. I would like to bridge the gap. So, Tasha said, girl. Mama said, girl. And Babe said, Joey Cakes, that's what the pot is about. And Tasha said, facts, clean. My brother went to therapy with his ex-wife, and the therapist told them their marriage wasn't going to work. Turns out he was sleeping with the wife. What the fuck, Tasha? I'm sorry. Sorry, Tasha. What the what? Girl!
Tasha, now I think you just trying to get clickbait. I think Tasha's trying to go viral. I think there's no way it could be that much drama in one person's life. Tasha, you got some stories on you. My God.
You need to do your own podcast, Tasha. Girl. Baby Rock said, Tasha, more and more, you are that chick. Yeah, respect. Babe said, I don't know about that. And Tan said, yes, work my daddy. Okay, Tan. And Babe said, I wouldn't treat it like I can't read that. But he said, I understand. Final thoughts. Joey Cake said, if you're a cheater, always a cheater respectfully. And Mama said, you can be the best person in the world. If someone gonna cheat, they will cheat. And Tasha said, love the chats, everyone. Stay real, stay safe, and please, yes, stay warm, because it is cold here in the ATL today. I don't know about Dallas, but it's cold here. And Tasha said, my mama was a complete bitch to my dad. Me and my siblings always questioned why dad never left her. Tasha, I love you, Tasha. Tasha said, no, I promise you my life is based on every Tyler Perry movie and show. Never a dull moment. And Mama said, as the Tasha turns. Right, Tasha, your podcast needs to be called As the Tasha Turns. And Baby Rock said, Dee, the biggest gap we got to bridge is how we can reach our youth and young adults. We're already damaged adults, but they're the future. They need help. Absolutely. And we're going to figure it out. All right. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We're back at it. We're going to ride this wave up until probably Christmas, and then I'll probably give you guys a break, give myself a break up until the new year, because there's some things I want to get worked out for the new year. All right, Rashad, I see you. And I got to go because I got to get up out of here. So I'll see you tomorrow. 2:00. See ya.
Peace.